Let's get one thing straight. Life isn't fair, and it was never meant to be. If you're sitting around waiting for an easy path to success, you've already lost. Your struggles, they're not accidents. They're not bad luck. They're divine tests, measuring your strength, your discipline, and your faith. God doesn't waste his time testing weak men. He tests the ones he knows can handle it. If you're going through hell right now, take it as a sign. You're being prepared for something greater. Weak men crumble under pressure. They whine, they make excuses, they play the victim. But real men, they embrace the grind. They understand that struggle is the price of greatness. You think a diamond is formed without pressure? You think a sword is sharpened without friction? No. Pain is part of the process. If you want the kind of success that lasts, you have to earn it through sweat, sacrifice, and unshakable faith. This isn't about luck. This isn't about fate. This is about you, your mindset, your discipline, your refusal to quit. God doesn't put a challenge in front of you that you can't overcome. So if you're facing obstacles, it's because you're built to beat them. The question is, will you rise to the occasion or fold like a coward? The choice is yours. But remember, every test you pass moves you closer to the life you were meant to live. So stop complaining, start fighting, and prove you deserve the victory. Every challenge you face is a deliberate test of your strength. The universe does not operate on randomness. There is a divine order to your struggles. Each obstacle is placed before you because you possess the ability to overcome it. Weakness is not an option when you understand this truth. The moment you accept that your battles are tailored for your growth is the moment you stop being a victim of circumstance and start becoming a warrior of destiny. The pain you endure is not punishment, it is preparation. The pressure you feel is not destruction, it is forging. The setbacks you experience are not failures, they are setups for comebacks. You are being sharpened for a purpose far greater than your current suffering. The idea that life is unfair is a lie told by those who refuse to fight. Reality is simple. You are given exactly what you are capable of conquering. If you were not strong enough to handle it, you would not be facing it. This is the unshakable law of existence. Weak men crumble under the weight of their struggles because they believe the weight is meant to break them. Strong men stand tall because they know the weight is meant to build them. There is no such thing as an unbeatable challenge. There are only men who quit before they discover their own power. Your struggles are not random. They are calculated. They are precise. They are designed to reveal the champion inside you. Faith is not the absence of struggle. Faith is the certainty that you will overcome it. When you are pushed to your limits, that is not a sign of abandonment. That is a sign of trust. God does not waste his time testing those who will fold. He tests those he knows will rise. The greater the challenge, the greater the destiny on the other side. You were not created to live a small life. You were created to dominate, to conquer, to win. But winning requires a fight. It requires sacrifice. It requires enduring pain that others cannot. The path to greatness is never easy. It is never comfortable. It is never without struggle, but it is always worth it. The weak seek comfort. The strong seek growth. Which one are you? Every time you face adversity, you are being given a choice. Will you retreat or will you advance? Will you complain or will you conquer? Will you see yourself as a victim or as a victor? The answer to these questions determines your future. Struggle is not the enemy. Surrender is. The moment you accept defeat is the moment you fail the test. But the moment you refuse to back down is the moment you prove you were built for this. No one is given a burden they cannot carry. No one is given a battle they cannot win. The only thing standing between you and victory is your willingness to fight for it. Your struggles are not obstacles. They are opportunities. Every time life knocks you down, it is giving you a chance to rise stronger. Every time you face opposition, it is giving you a chance to develop resilience. That you are not strong enough, that you should give up. Do not listen. The world does not know your potential. The world does not know your destiny. The world does not know the power inside you. Only you can discover that. Only you can unleash that. Only you can prove that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. The tests you face are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to reveal you, to show you what you are truly made of, to show the world what you are truly made of. Victory is not given. It is earned, and it is earned through struggle, through perseverance, through unshakable faith. You were not created to live a life of mediocrity. You were created to achieve greatness. But greatness does not come easy. It comes through fire. It comes through trials. It comes through test. And every test you pass brings you one step closer to the life you were destined for. Embrace the struggle. Welcome the challenge and prove to yourself what God already knows. You can handle it. The furnace of adversity does not exist to destroy you, but to reveal you. When life presses in from all sides with unbearable weight, it is not your circumstances that are being measured, but your core. True character cannot be manufactured in times of comfort, just as steel cannot be forged without fire. Every great man throughout history has faced his crucible moment, that moment when everything in him screamed to quit, but something deeper compelled him to continue. That something is character. The world has no shortage of talented individuals, but what separates legends from the rest is not skill alone, but the unbreakable will to persevere when every fiber of their being wants to collapse. Your struggles are not random acts of cruelty from the universe, but carefully designed examinations of your inner fortitude. The man who crumbles under pressure was never meant to lead, while the man who stands firm in the storm proves he was born for greatness. Character is not built in victory laps, but in the silent battles fought when no one is watching. It is forged in those 3 a.m. moments when exhaustion has drained your last reserve, but you push forward anyway. The quality of a man is not determined by how he acts when the crowd is cheering, but by what he does when the lights go dark and he stands alone against the tide. Struggle strips away all pretense, all facade, all performance, and leaves only raw, uncut truth. What remains standing when everything else has been burned away is the real you, the version of yourself that exists when no rewards are coming, when no recognition is given, when the only thing driving you forward is the uncompromising refusal to be broken. This is where true power is born. Not in the applause, but in the agony. Not in the celebration, but in the sacrifice. Weak men fear struggle because they misunderstand its purpose. They see hardship as an enemy to be avoided rather than the ultimate trainer of champions. The gym does not exist to punish your body, but to transform it. In the same way, life's challenges are not here to break you, but to build you. Every obstacle is an opportunity to develop patience. Every betrayal a chance to cultivate wisdom. Every failure a setup for a greater comeback. The man who runs from difficulty will never know his own strength, just as the blade that avoids the whetstone will never know its true sharpness. Your character is being sculpted in the daily grind, the small choices to do what's right when no one is looking, the quiet determination to keep moving when every signal tells you to stop. This is how legends are made, not in dramatic moments of glory, but in the relentless pursuit of excellence despite the pain. The modern world has become obsessed with comfort, but comfort is the enemy of growth. Look at nature. The strongest trees grow where the winds blow fiercest. The most resilient plants emerge from the harshest soils. There is a divine wisdom in this pattern that soft men have forgotten. Your struggles are not punishments, but promotions in disguise. Each challenge is a test, asking one simple question: how badly do you want it? The universe rewards those who answer with action, not excuses. When you face your trials with unshakable determination, you are not just overcoming circumstances, you are announcing to existence that you are ready for more. Character is the currency of kings, and it is minted in the furnace of adversity. The man who embraces this truth stops seeing himself as a victim of life and becomes the architect of his destiny. History remembers not the comfortable, but the courageous. The annals of time are filled with stories of those who faced unimaginable hardship and emerged victorious, not because they were lucky, but because they were tested and found worthy. Your struggles are writing your story right now. What will it say about you? Will it be a tale of surrender or one of unconquerable will? The difference between mediocrity and mastery lies in how you respond when everything is on the line. Greatness is not gifted, it is earned through blood, sweat, and tears. The path to your highest self is paved with obstacles, because only through overcoming them do you develop the strength to handle what awaits at the summit. Every struggle is a stepping stone to your throne if you have the vision to see it and the courage to claim it. The most dangerous lie you can believe is that you are alone in your struggles. Every giant who ever walked the earth faced their own battles, their own doubts, their own moments of near defeat. What separated them was not the absence of fear, but the presence of something greater. The unbreakable knowing that they were being prepared for something monumental. Your current challenges are not evidence of abandonment, but proof of selection. The universe does not waste time testing those who will fold. It invests in those destined to rise. When you understand this fundamental truth, your entire perspective shifts. Obstacles become opportunities. Pain becomes preparation. And struggle becomes strategy. The man who masters this mindset does not merely survive his trials, he dominates them. Writing his name in the halls of history with every step forward. Today you stand at a crossroads. Will you see your struggles as enemies or as the ultimate training ground for the champion you were born to be? The choice is yours, but choose wisely, for your decision will echo through every aspect of your life. Character cannot be bought, inherited, or faked. It is earned through relentless perseverance, through the daily decision to stand when others would fall, to continue when others would quit. This is the warrior's path, and it is available to any man brave enough to walk it. Your struggles are not your downfall, they are your proving ground. Now rise, meet them head on, and show the world what you're made of. The test is here. The time is now. Will you pass? The concept of trusting the process is not about blind faith, but about understanding the fundamental truth that growth requires time. Every seed planted must endure seasons of darkness before breaking through the soil. Every masterpiece begins as raw material shaped through relentless effort. Your journey is no different. The frustration you feel when progress seems slow is not a sign that something is wrong, but proof that something is happening beneath the surface. Real transformation occurs in the unseen moments. The daily grind, the repetitive actions that feel insignificant but compound into extraordinary results. The process works not in spite of the waiting, but because of it. This period of development is where true strength is built, where patience is cultivated, and where the foundation for lasting success is laid. Those who abandon the process too soon never discover what they were capable of becoming. Society has conditioned people to expect instant results, but nature operates on a different timetable. An oak tree does not grow overnight, and neither does unshakable confidence or undeniable skill. The process is the universe's way of separating those who want success from those who are willing to earn it. Every day you show up despite the lack of immediate rewards, you are strengthening your discipline. Every time you choose consistency over convenience, you are programming yourself for victory. The process does not care about your feelings, your doubts, or your impatience. It only responds to action. Trusting the process means embracing the mundane, understanding that greatness is not a single event, but the accumulation of countless small efforts. The man who masters this principle stops chasing shortcuts and starts building something that cannot be taken away. Doubt is the enemy of progress. When you question whether the process is working, you disrupt the very momentum you seek to create. Consider the blacksmith shaping a blade. Each strike of the hammer may seem repetitive, but each one brings the metal closer to its final form. If he stops midway, the blade remains unfinished. Your journey follows the same principle. The moments when you feel stuck are often the moments right before breakthrough. Trusting the process means maintaining faith even when evidence is scarce. It means remembering that every drop of sweat, every hour of practice, every failure endured is moving you forward, even when the results aren't yet visible. The universe rewards those who stay the course, who refuse to quit, who understand that timing is not their job, but showing up is. Comparison is the thief of joy and the killer of process. When you measure your progress against someone else's highlight reel, you sabotage your own growth. Their journey is not yours. Their timeline is not yours. Their struggles are not yours. The process is personal, tailored specifically to develop what you lack and amplify what you possess. What appears to be someone else's overnight success is almost always the result of years of unseen effort. Trusting the process requires tunnel vision, a refusal to be distracted by external noise. Stay in your lane. Focus on your craft. Let others chase trends while you build something timeless. The man who compares himself to others has already lost because he has abandoned his own path. The man who trusts his process will eventually stand alone at the summit looking down at those who doubted him. The process is not linear. There will be peaks and valleys, moments of rapid advancement, and periods of frustrating stagnation. This is not a flaw, but a feature. The setbacks are where resilience is forged. The plateaus are where patience is tested. The breakthroughs are where faith is rewarded. Trusting the process means embracing the entire journey, not just the highlight. It means understanding that every phase serves a purpose. The days when motivation is absent are the days that matter most because they reveal whether your commitment is based on emotion or discipline. The process does not promise ease, but it does guarantee growth for those who endure. The weak seek constant validation. The strong trust in what they are building even when no one else can see it yet. Your future self is watching. Every decision you make today is a message to the person you will become. When you cut corners, you teach yourself that shortcuts are acceptable. When you push through discomfort, you teach yourself that obstacles are meant to be overcome. Trusting the process is a contract you make with your highest potential. It is the unshakable belief that today's effort will be rewarded, even if the timeline is unclear. This mindset separates the transient from the transcendent. Most people abandon their goals not because they are impossible, but because they underestimated the time required. The process does not lie. It reveals who you truly are. Will you be the one who quits when the results don't come fast enough? Or the one who stays until the world has no choice but to recognize your greatness? The end result is never the real prize. The person you become by enduring the process is the true reward. Skills are developed. Character is strengthened. Vision is clarified. These are the irreversible gains that no one can take from you. Trusting the process is not passive. It is the active choice to fall in love with the daily pursuit of excellence. When you embrace this mindset, you no longer fear the time it takes because you understand that the journey is where the magic happens. The process is your teacher, your challenge, and your proving ground. Those who resist it remain stagnant. Those who surrender to it become unstoppable. The choice is yours, but choose wisely. The process is waiting, and it does not negotiate with those who lack resolve. Will you trust it, or will you let impatience rob you of your destiny?